If you can believe it, the sun did come out today in San Diego. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will take the mound to stop the losing streak in hopes of a somewhat happy bus ride back here to Los Angeles. Right now, it's leadoff LA. Let's go.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
We got a Sunday matinee at Petco Park in San Diego, and for the final time in the 2025 regular season, it's the Dodgers against the Padres. A big swing game in the standings as well. Dodgers will come home later today, either tied for first or 2 games behind. First pitch is coming up right here in 60 minutes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Leadoff LA. John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garciaparra. Nomar, you hate that word salvage, but here we are with this Dodgers team once again trying to salvage one. They're also trying to avoid being swept for the 5th time in less than 2 months.
Yeah, we've said that quite a bit this year. And as you mentioned, in the last couple of months, we've said it quite often. And that's not something we want to say, but that's reality here. But the Dodgers, you know what they have a chance to do? They have a chance to be tied at the top of the division because right now they're chasing.
Yeah, and listen, when you tie, you have the tiebreaker. So you really want up on the San Diego Padres with that tiebreaker. You cannot get swept, and that's why today is a must-win series, a must-win game. But here's the thing: you got Yamamoto on the hill. He is your ace. Go out there, give him some runs.
All right, let's get right to it and take a look at how things stand to begin the day in the NL West. After last night's win, the Padres stand alone right now for the division lead. You see the Dodgers are 1 game back. They do go with Yoshinobu Yamamoto today, and the Padres are countering with their 13-game winner. Nick Pivetta has been their best starting pitcher this season. There will still be 31 games left after today, but Jerry, this feels like a really big game. If you can salvage 1 out of 3 in the series, like we talked about, you're going to come home tied for first. And as Nomar mentioned, you have the tiebreaker with 5 weeks to go.
And here's the thing: you want to have some momentum going back to your own ballpark there at LA, but this is your NL West rival. You do not want to be swept against these guys at their place, especially just under a week ago, you swept them at your place. So figure out a way to play good baseball, manufacture runs. That is the key. Manufacture runs, have good at-bats, something the Dodgers really haven't had this series. Really, outside of 2 games in Colorado, hasn't had good at-bats throughout this rest of the last week or so. Have great at-bats, pass the baton, manufacture runs, and if you run into a home run, that's a positive.
You know, despite this series, you know, obviously needing to win today just to salvage it, but they know they just need to play better from here on out, regardless if it's against the Padres, and no matter what team going forward, they need to play better. And we keep saying that now's the day. We keep waiting for it, you know, and unfortunately it's tough to just be waiting. It's like, and I feel like sometimes the offense kind of waits as well, like waiting for somebody to get things going. It's like, okay, there it is, now we can go, rather than sometimes, not to say that you press, but believe, like, listen, a spark can happen any part of this lineup, up and down the lineup. It's got to have somebody being able to do that, and the mindset that they got to do that each and every inning.
Here's a look at what's coming up on the calendar. Dodgers back home tomorrow to host Gavin Lux and the Cincinnati Reds. Luxie's going to get his World Series ring, and it's also Mookie Betts' replica World Series ring giveaway night tomorrow. Wednesday, Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 bobblehead night. This weekend, the Arizona Diamondbacks will be in town. All of these games right here on Sportsnet LA. Yoshinobu Yamamoto has faced the Padres 5 times in his young big league career, but he has not faced them at Petco Park in San Diego. Today, he will get his first taste of pitching in that environment as we head back to San Diego. David Vassay joins us once again with more on Yoshi. Hey there, DV.
Hey, John. Yeah, Yamamoto's coming off a really good start at Coors Field where he was pushed to 7 innings and threw 103 pitches. It's something that the Dodgers haven't pushed too many of their starters into. They pushed Blake Snell in the first game of this series to 7 innings, and Dave Roberts said if the game situation presented itself, he would not hesitate to do that again.
Yoshi's got to continue to try to get strike 1. I think being more efficient with his pitches. You know, Pedro and Lincecum, you know, those guys were throwing 120, 130 pitches a game. That's just not going to happen with Yoshi. So I think that to kind of, you know, be more efficient, to be able to go deeper in games. That's what he needs to do. When you get behind in counts, and then you get 1-0, then you don't want to give in, so you go 2-0. That gets the pitch count up. So I think getting strike one is very important for Yoshi. I think Yosh has does a really good job of taking care of himself, and although we do have kind of guys behind him, I feel really good about as far as coming out of the pen. But whatever it takes to win today, I'm going to do whatever I can. I feel is best to prevent runs today.
And when you talk about Yamamoto's preparation after his start in Denver, he came back to sea level to prepare for his 5-day, 6-day routine for this start today. And keep in mind, facing the Padres, one player has done something that only one other player has done facing Yamamoto since he came to the major leagues at the beginning of last year. That's hitting 2 home runs. Ezequiel Tovar of the Rockies has 2 home runs against Yamamoto, and so does Manny Machado. We'll see how it goes today.
All right, watch out for Machado in that 3-hole today. DB, thank you very much. The way the starting pitchers were lined up, Yoshinobu did not appear in last weekend's Dodgers-Padres series here in L.A. As we talked about, he pitched Monday in Colorado, went 7 innings, no mar. We should go to the K-Zone to break down what was working for him that day.
Yeah, what was really impressive about his outing in Colorado, we talk about all the time, is one thing that, happened in Colorado, aside from the ball carrying because of altitude, but the balls, your pitches don't break the same. And they don't have as much break, but he was going to that curveball. We know Yamamoto, fastball, split finger, thinking he might utilize that more, but he recognized that his curveball was really working. He had a great feel for it. And man, he was throwing it quite often at any count. He was inducing contact. We heard Dave Roberts. He goes, I really would like Yamamoto to be efficient. First pitch strike, which is really important as well, but still going to that curveball to go out there and then not only to get the strikes, but also to get that weak contact, those ground balls, which I think will be also key in today's outing as well. But man, he really, really had a feel for it. He just kept going and going and going at it over there in Colorado. He was going to say, altitude, whatever, I'm going after you with that breaking ball. But that's what you're supposed to do. When you have a great feel for it, when you have your release point and you're recognizing that it's working, you keep going to it. And until the other team can show you anything different, that they're making adjustment. But man, that curveball was really working for him. And, it'll really be interesting today to see what Yamamoto does and how he attacks San Diego. The reason I say that, because statistically, you look at San Diego, they're a good curveball hitting team. Yep. So you're going, okay, do I go to that? But, listening to Oral and Glasnow out there in yesterday's game, Oral was like, yeah, but how about my curveball? That's different. And that's true. So Yamamoto going out there thinking my curveball is different, but let's not forget, in his arsenal, he still does have that fastball and he has that split finger to go to it. But Dave Roberts touched on it. Get ahead, and then we'll see what's working and what he can go to.
Should be fun against that Padre lineup.
All right, it's 80 degrees and sunny in San Diego. Perfect day to win a game and head back to Los Angeles tied atop the NL West. Dodgers and Padres coming up in about 40 minutes. Plus, we turn the page on another Dodgers-Padres season series. The guys will pick their favorite moments of the 2025 matchups and look ahead to another potential postseason showdown.
Pavetta's 3-1 is high and a leadoff walk for Ohtani. Dodgers didn't get their first base runner until the 6th inning against Nestor Cortez. They get their first base runner with the first hitter tonight.
Dodger pitchers yesterday walked 6 Padres and 4 scored.
Sliders hit into center field, a base hit. And the first 2 have reached for the Dodgers. A sight for sore eyes to start this game. You'll take what you can get. The 3-2 pitch. Freeman takes ball 4 to load him up. 1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Sends Laureano back onto the track at the wall. Caught it. Brought back a grand slam. A run will score. 1-0 Dodgers. That close to 4-0. But Ramon Laureano continues to be a changing player. Struck him out with the fastball. And thanks to the double play ball, he's able to face the minimum in this scoreless first. 3-2. He struck him out. 98. He got strike 2 on the sinker to the knees and then goes to the 4-seam to power it by him.
Two excellent pitches. One you get the borderline call, the next one you execute perfectly.
Fires a 2-2. Strikes him out. 97 with the fastball. Picks and deals. Threw it again and struck him out. A 1-2, 3/4 for Yamamoto. Struck him out on 3 pitches. Retires Laureano. Number 5. He struck him out for the 3rd time, and a twirl and a yell from Yamamoto. He knows how important this game is. Into that series knowing that you can hit their biggest strength.
Yeah, the confidence you have and the lack of confidence they might have.
Ohtani gets into one. Headed out there to right center field. Kiss it goodbye. 45th of the season for Ohtani. First one against San Diego. And the home run party continues. The 4th in the last 4 innings.
You don't think of Shohei as a guy that will swing from his nose to his toes, but when he is hunting a certain pitch and knows how they're pitching him, especially the up fastball and the up and in fastball, he will swing at it when it's from his nose. And he caught up to that one.
Eight to 2 Dodgers. 7 of the 8 runs coming off the 4 home runs.